Alrighty guys, we are back with another video in my workout series. This is my threes wave, so 3 rep wave or cycle. This is week 2 out of my 4 weeks, and we are starting with 1 arm rows. So doing a few warm-ups with 45 kilo dumbbells here. With these ones, this is getting fairly heavy, being a 3 rep cycle. So we're getting to the heavier things. So here I'm focusing on just really moving heavy weight. Some form breakdown is okay as long as the main movement is pretty close. So yeah, that's what we're working on here. Doing a few warm-up sets. Now my first set in a minute is 55. It was meant to be 60, or I think I made a small mistake there. So, but basically, yeah, going into the first set here. So, didn't have any chalk with me, which is a little bit annoying. Just before we get into the rest of it, just remember guys, if you like what I'm doing, like the video, leave me a comment and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell as well. Onto the left arm here with the 55 kilo. And then we're into the proper weight here, which is 60 kilo dumbbell. So, this is set 2, 3 reps I'm working on each arm. I'm pretty happy with these. These are fairly good reps. I think 1 arm rows relate really well to arm wrestling, really engaging the whole back and the hand at the same time. Obviously the biceps not as involved in 1 arm rows as it is in an arm wrestling match, but that's why we do a lot of bicep related work or direct work as well. But for the ability to drag your opponent back across the table, keeping the back strong and healthy, as well in comparison to, or in conjunction with the bench press and pec work that I'm doing, shoulder work, it's really important to have a good amount of back work in there to keep everything strong. On to set 5 here. Reps all still looking fairly good, still with 60 kilos. Set 6 here. Again, all looking fairly good. A lot of back involvement here. It's hard to see in these videos. There is a reasonable amount of elbow flexion there as well, right at the top of the movement. It's just a bit hard to see in this angle because I'm trying to film in a gym where there's like loads of people walking past all the time. So I've got my camera down under the dumbbell racking against the wall. So this is my 7th and final set, 60 kilo. You can see I'm struggling with sweaty hands and holding this weight. So I've just got some paper towels that I just grabbed that the gym has for cleaning benches because I didn't have any chalk with me. Moving on to the next exercise, I am doing a strap curl, which I wrap around my thumb, then back over through the top of my hand. This obviously is to work on pronation and biceps as well. I lack a lot of bicep strength in comparison to sort of what my hand can handle. So one of my issues is I often don't struggle with hand control, but my arm goes down in a lot of matches. So I'm really working on that so that my hand is complemented by an arm that can use it. So warming up with a 17.5 and then moving on to 25 kilos for my working sets. Into working set 2 here, 25 kilos. I let this go just below parallel. Again, hard to see in this angle, but it's just below parallel. I don't let my hand peel all the way open. Keep it, I don't know, maybe 50 degrees, 55. Letting it open a fair amount so there's always a lot of tension on the pronators and the top of my hand. So this I also do obviously pronation in my arm wrestling training with the team. But this is one of the things I do to really work on my pronation and also connect it with my brachioradialis or your hammer curl strength. So trying to keep fairly strict with them, not swinging too much, and just really trying to engage that pronation and turn it over as much as I can at the top of the movement. It's actually pretty hard. It gets hard quickly as you go through the sets. You feel pretty fine and you're kind of like, oh, I could probably go up, and then about 3 sets in, it really starts to get tough. The strength really seems to fade. I guess being that they're small muscles, the pronators, they do fade quite quickly. My strengths are pretty similar between my left and right arm in terms of pronation. Yeah, they're pretty similar. There's not too much difference between them. Both feel pretty good, feeling pretty healthy. I'm actually currently on a rest period. This is a few weeks ago, obviously, but I've currently had about a month off, just trying to let a few things heal up in my left elbow. Been doing heaps and heaps of stretching, which has been amazing. Just letting things just unwind a bit, taking some of the tension off by spending good time just in light stretching. And there you go, that angle's a little bit tighter on that one. But yeah, been doing a lot of stretching just to really open things up. I was starting to get so tight. I was starting to wake up with elbows sore every morning. Like, I would wake up and they were hurting already. So I thought, I've got nationals coming up in November. I really need to be able to train hard into that and feel good going into it. I don't want to train hard now without a rest and start hurting when I get there and maybe not have time to recover. So this, we are going into a front cable side pressure exercise. I just do this on a seated row, cable row, because it's a real weight pulley system. Very easy just to work on. Because there's less pulleys as well, there's less resistance in the pulley system, so it's much better. Here I'm working with 25 kilos of real weight, and I have it on it's not really a wrist, I guess it's a wrist wrench, but it's the one with the strap through it. So this really is targeting my wrist and fingers the whole time. And I'm basically finding wherever's comfortable and taking it from pretty much directly in front of me and just ripping through to the side. My right struggles with this more. Funnily enough, I hook better on my right, but on this exercise, my right really seems to struggle to just connect as easily as my left. My left, you can see, just power through it, commit my shoulder, drive through, and it looks good, it feels good. My right, sometimes it takes me a few goes to really grind into it and find that spot that just feels strong. So, on to set number 4. Still 25 kilos, 3 reps on each arm. There you go, the right's looking a little more connected there. But there you go, you can see my wrist just starting to let me down there. I'm not sure why that is. I train left and right, wrists pretty much the same, and something's just not quite up to par there. There you go, just catching me out there. And when I can't with my wrist, I'm happy to just keep going. When my wrist cracks, I've decided not to stop, but just to keep going to the side and even if it means my wrist is back, I just drive hard and keep going sideways, even if it means my wrist is back. I think in matches there'll be times where your hand is taken, and you know, if you're still fairly strong, you don't want to just give up a good position. There you go, you can see my wrist bent back. So I come back up, try to reset and get another good rep, because I think I was short one there. Drive through, there you go, keep my wrist. Set number 7, this is a all-out set, going for, I think I'm leaving like 1 in the tank or something here. So left, there is a bit of difference, and I think that comes down a bit to the wrist. So 10 reps on left. Left felt really good. Right arm, however, not feeling as good. I got 5 done, which is still 2 more than my obviously 3 wave or 3 cycle was. So still getting stronger and still aiming for harder and grinding it out, but not as much as the left. Anyway guys, that basically concludes that cycle, the accumulation week of the 3s wave. I'll keep putting training videos up. I'll do some more on injury and rehab stuff. Thanks for checking it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put the bell on for notifications. Thanks a lot guys.